Step into the frozen mists of the ancient north, where the howling wind carries the echoes of iron shields and the roaring thunder of a dynamic, dangerous cosmos. To the Vikings, the gods were not distant, perfect beings watching from a peaceful heaven. They were flawed, violent, and fiercely passionate warriors who fought, cheated, and loved with terrifying intensity. They lived under the shadow of a dark, predetermined fate, knowing that one day the universe would burn in a catastrophic final battle. Yet, they faced their destiny with unyielding courage and a grim sense of humor. From the golden halls of Asgard to the frozen wastes of Jotunheim, the Norse pantheon reflects a world forged in ice and fire. Turn down the lights, grab your drinking horn, and prepare to enter the brutal world of the Viking gods. Odin, the All-Father and Master of cosmic secrets. At the absolute apex of the Norse pantheon sits Odin, the All-Father, but he is far from a benevolent creator. He is a dark, deeply complex god of war, poetry, wisdom, and the dead, driven by an insatiable obsession to prevent the apocalyptic doom of Ragnarok. To capture cosmic secrets, Odin hung himself from the world tree, Yggdrasil, pierced by his own spear for 9 agonizing nights. He even traded one of his own eyes to drink from the well of cosmic wisdom, accompanied by his twin ravens, Hugin and Munin, thought in memory, and riding his 8-legged stallion. Sleipnir, Odin traverses the 9 realms. He is a master of psychological manipulation and forbidden magic, constantly gathering the souls of fallen warriors to build his elite army for the final battle. Thor, the defiance of thunder and giant slayer. If Odin is the calculating architect of Asgard, his son Thor is the raw, thunderous muscle that keeps the realm safe. Armed with Mjolnir, a short-handled warhammer capable of flattening mountains and shattering skulls, Thor is the ultimate guardian against the chaotic forces of the frost giants. Unlike his father, who favored kings and poets, the red-bearded thunder god was beloved by common Viking farmers and sailors. He is fiercely loyal, notoriously hot-tempered, and possesses an absolutely insatiable appetite for meat and mead. Riding across the storm clouds in a heavy chariot pulled by 2 immortal goats, Thor represents the wild, untamable elements of the northern sky, standing as a towering pillar of raw defiance against the cosmic darkness that constantly threatens to consume mankind. Loki, the architect of chaos and ultimate trickster. No figure in Norse mythology is as captivating, dangerous, or fundamentally unpredictable as Loki. Born to a frost giant but adopted as Odin's blood brother, Loki is the ultimate catalyst for every major event in Asgard. He is a master shapeshifter, effortlessly transforming into a fly, a salmon, or an old woman to weave intricate webs of deception. Loki is neither entirely good nor entirely evil. He is the embodiment of chaotic neutral energy, frequently driving the gods into absolute catastrophe, only to rescue them using his brilliant, razor-sharp wits. However, his playful malice eventually curdles into pure venom. Loki is the literal father of monsters, siring the apocalyptic wolf Fenrir, the world serpent Jormungandr, and Hel, the grim ruler of the frozen underworld, sealing Asgard's tragic doom. Freyja, the queen of sorcery, love, and war. Freyja is far more than a simple goddess of beauty and fertility. She is a fierce, highly formidable power who commands absolute respect across the realms. As a member of the Vanir, an older dynasty of nature gods who fought Asgard to a standstill, Freyja introduced the terrifying, fate-weaving magic known as cedar to Odin himself. She rides into battle in a magnificent golden chariot pulled by 2 large blue cats, wearing a cloak of falcon feathers that allows her to fly through the skies. Intriguingly, when a bloody battle ends, Freyja takes the first choice of the fallen dead, claiming half of the heroic souls for her own celestial field, Folkvanger, while leaving the remaining half to feast in Odin's Valhalla. Freyr, the sovereign of harvest and golden peace. Freyja's twin brother, Freyr, is the majestic ruler of rain, sunshine, and the fertile earth, bringing prosperity to a harsh northern landscape where survival was a daily struggle. He rules over Alfheim, the radiant realm of the Light Elves, and possesses Skidbladnir, a magical ship that always catches a favorable wind and can be folded up to fit directly inside a pocket. Freyr also rides a brilliant glowing boar named Gullinbursti, whose golden bristles illuminate the darkest nights. Despite being a god of peace, Freyr is a capable warrior, but he made a catastrophic sacrifice for love. He surrendered his autonomous, self-fighting sword to win the hand of the beautiful giantess Gerd, leaving himself weaponless for the impending horrors of Ragnarok. Frigg, the silent weaver of destiny and majesty. As the official queen of Asgard and the lawful wife of Odin, Frigg commands supreme authority over the domestic hearth, marriage, and motherhood. While Odin spends his time wandering the realms in search of forbidden knowledge, Frigg sits quietly at her golden spinning wheel, weaving the clouds and the invisible threads of human destiny. She possesses the unique gift of total prescience, knowing the exact fate of every living being in the universe, yet she maintains an absolute, ironclad silence, refusing to reveal her visions to anyone. Frigg's fierce maternal love is legendary. When her beloved son Baldur began having nightmares of his death, she traversed the cosmos to extract a sacred oath from every element to ensure his safety. Baldur, the broken light and catalyst of apocalypse. Baldur was the most beloved figure in all of Asgard, a radiant god of light, purity, and joy, whose physical presence was so breathtakingly beautiful that it literally illuminated the world around him. He was deemed completely untouchable after his mother Frigg secured oaths from everything in existence to never harm him. The gods even made a game of throwing heavy weapons at him just to watch them bounce harmlessly off his chest. However, this absolute perfection bred resentment in the bitter heart of Loki. Discovering that Frigg had overlooked a tiny sprig of mistletoe, Loki fashioned it into a dart and tricked Baldur's blind brother into throwing it, piercing his heart and triggering the grim countdown to Ragnarok. Heimdall, the silent sentinel of the Bifrost Bridge, stationed at the shimmering rainbow edge of Asgard, sits Heimdall, the enigmatic and hyper-vigilant watchman of the Norse gods. Born of 9 different giantesses, Heimdall possesses extraordinary superhuman senses tailored specifically for his eternal guard duty. He requires less sleep than a bird, can see clearly for hundreds of miles in total darkness, and can hear grass growing on the earth and wool growing on the backs of sheep. He guards the Bifrost Bridge against giant incursions, gripping his massive warhorn, the Jallarhorn, whose booming blast can be heard throughout all 9 realms of the cosmos. When the final hour arrives, Heimdall's horn will sound, signaling the end of the world. Tyr, the one-handed champion of justice and law. Tyr is the ancient, iron-willed god of single combat, structural law, and heroic justice, representing the strict moral code that governed the Viking warrior culture. While Thor represents raw physical strength, Tyr represents the psychological courage required to face certain death on the battlefield. His ultimate test of bravery came when the gods attempted to bind the monstrous, rapidly growing wolf Fenrir. The giant beast refused to be chained, unless a god placed their right hand inside his jaws as a token of good faith. Knowing he would lose his limb permanently, Tyr calmly stepped forward and placed his hand in the trap. When the chain held, Fenrir snapped his jaws shut, leaving Tyr to fight with his left hand forever. Hel, the sovereign of the frozen dead, far beneath the root systems of the world tree lies Helheim, the grim, sunless underworld ruled by Loki's terrifying daughter Hel. Cast down by Odin due to her monstrous lineage, Hel was given absolute dominion over the souls of those who died of old age, sickness, or accident, a stark contrast to the glorious warriors of Valhalla. Her physical appearance reflects her dark domain. She is depicted as half-living woman and half-decaying, rotting corpse. Her hall is named Eljudnir. Her plate is hunger, and her bed is sickness. Yet Hel is not an evil torturer. She is a cold, indifferent bureaucrat of the afterlife, holding even the radiant god Baldur within her icy grip until the final battle. The Norse gods were never meant to live forever in peaceful luxury. Their stories are defined by conflict, sacrifice, and the ultimate acknowledgement of mortality. By viewing the universe as a tragic, beautiful cycle of ice, fire, and rebirth, the Vikings created a mythology that perfectly captured the harsh, unyielding reality of their own lives. Their legends urge us to face the storms of life with absolute courage, regardless of the ultimate outcome. If this animated documentary dive into the wild secrets of Asgard keeps you hooked until the very end, make sure to slam that subscribe button, smash the like icon, and drop a comment below sharing your favorite Norse deity. Keep your eyes on the storm clouds, stay brave, and thanks for watching.